Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. As usual for bonsai, the spring was the busiest time, so I had a lot of activity in spring, a little bit in summer, but then took a break, and now it's fall. Now it's actually the second best time of the year to do any kind of transplant or any kind of major work on your bonsai. The best time is... I had this plant for a while. It was also one of my first creations. Originally it had a very nice curve here, but as time goes by, I got sloppy and didn't do much work on it, so as a result this branch died. Okay, so my plan of attack is, of course, some people, you can keep this and save it as some kind of gene or sherry, but I'm gonna remove it. That's too bad, because this branch was really giving this tree some character earlier, but now that I'm done, I had to remove this, and then remove all these new shoots are growing near the trunk, and then shorten the top, and then we'll see what we do. Some of them you don't even need scissors. You can just use your fingers. For thicker ones, of course, you use your scissors. Okay, now for the big cut. It's too bad that this didn't bait it. Okay, well, in any case, it's October, late October. Happy Halloween, by the way. I guess this is, you can call this some kind of emergency redesign, emergency repot, because, since this plant has been neglected for a while, you can see the leaves start to yellowing, and it's actually completely root bound. I can just lift it up like that. So if I would have left it unattended, I don't think it would have survived the winter. So I guess you can call this an emergency repot. In exploring the plant, just turn around, I noticed there's a nice slant here. Maybe this is it's going to be a good slightly slanting plant. I mean, also the trunk here looks pretty interesting. So okay, so maybe it will help if you just move the branches away. So I was thinking of something like this. Fortunately, this Euonymus is kind of soft. You can kind of manipulate the branches, try to get a view of the new design. I think I'm going to do something like this. Just remove these two lower branches and... Okay, so off we go for sure. This will be good cuttings, by the way. I'm going to do a better clean cut later, just to cut it flush to the trunk. But now, so we have this view here, nice. Of course, need to reduce the length of this ones for sure. Okay, pretty much decided that this is a new face, and gonna try to make it the branches spread a little bit, just add a little bit more curve. This one in the back, just going toward the back to add a little bit more depth. So of course, once I bend this and start growing this way, these branches will be growing downwards, and that's what I don't want. So that's why they will be gone. This one's, I'll think of a way to wire this down or bend this down. In the back, same thing. But then this will be too long. This is the back branch. It'll be too long, so I will shorten this for sure. I'm still working on the back branch. This is the back branch. I'm gonna bend it down, so things gonna start growing upwards. Once you do that. So I might leave this here because they will grow and fill the lower part of the branch. So and of course I need to thin out some of these branches here. It's too much. So this is how it will look. This is the back branch. I actually see a lot of reshaping of the branches that I'm gonna do. So so I decided I'm just gonna repot it first. Repot it, make sure the plant is tight and secure. Then I start reshaping and bending the branches. Anyway, something like this, oval plant, and have a little bit off-centered, or this is a smaller version. Or this bigger one, rectangular shape. Actually, I decided to go with this bigger one. This part is bigger actually than what I really need, but I think it would be better for now because I need to work on the branches a lot. I need a lot of space, so gonna use the process is the same. You start raking the roots out with this little tool here. As you can see, it's very root bound, so you just need to comb the roots out in the radial form so it grows away from the plant. And then cut the excess. Cut and rake, cut and rake. This is what I will do. A lot of these roots are actually dead, but a lot of them are good. Look at these white ones. The white ones are the young roots. These are the good ones. And the one that looks kind of blackish, these are the dead roots. Make sure to clean up the middle, the center of the roots also. Now the roots are fluffy. There are a lot of spaces now, so the soil can go in. It used to be very tightly packed, so now it's all open up. A lot of roots here in the surface are not good, so might as well shave those off. So this is it. So I've done about 60% root reduction on this plant. For the soil mixture, I did a mix of regular garden soil with some vermiculite and some sand just to improve the aeration. So I'm going to place the plant a little bit off center like this and tie the roots around. Okay, more or less I positioned. This is the way I want it. Now start to fill in the soils on the top. Tap a little bit. Make sure the soil gets into every air pocket. Fill them up. Gently press, not too much, because you would just compact the soil. So, but it does need a little bit of pressure just to. Well, I'm done with the soil. My next technique will be to tie the plant with this cords here just to secure it. And this is some technique that I use. So, but after that the plant is going to look pretty ugly. So I figure I'll show you this final look here of the plant before I proceed to tie them up. There's really no specific way or technique, so I won't go over that. The point is to try to secure the plant down, as tight as possible so it won't move. So I'll probably do some kind of like a cross section here, tie like that first. There, I made a knot here at the bottom of the plant, so it will be less unsightly. Okay, so this first stump here I remove. It looks ugly now, but it will heal and should look better. This one I'm supposed to remove too, but I'm gonna use it to tie down the tree for now, so I won't cut it for now. Okay, here's a sideways view. This is a stump. I tied a line around it go through the bottom, came up here. So it's tight. It's well anchored. So I could start pulling this tree like this. You know, that's what I'm doing. So this is my attempt to wire, quote, wire the plant using this natural raffia cord. This is natural. This cord should not hurt the plant, and it would. Okay, this second set of tying that I'm doing is from here to left and right. A little bit more complex. I'm pulling this side down, and this side I'm pulling both branches. There's two branches here. I'm using one line to pull both branches down. You know, it's almost like wiring actually. If you pay attention, it's almost like wiring, except it's a little bit more flexible way of bending the plant. Okay, I'm done tying, wiring the plant. As you can see, this is the face. You know, this is the side, this is the back. Maybe the back looks better than the front. And then this side, this is the front. Now, the advantage of using this is flexible, so over time this will loosen up a little bit, so the plant won't look so unnatural. Right now, kind of like all tied down, a little bit unnatural looking, but after a while it's going to loosen up. It's going to go a little bit upwards. You got to be careful when tying. This one actually is really tight, so this branch is bent to a big angle now, so you have to be careful. Sometimes you could break the branch, so you have to be careful. Always, you know, do a little bit at a time. So now, last steps will be removing this yellowing leaves. This you don't really need this. This Euonymus plant is evergreen. It doesn't lose the leaves. The reason it's yellow is because probably, you know, bad nutrition or inadequate lighting or lack of minerals. So I'm just going to remove this because they will just be wasting energy of the plant. This is the top of the plant. I'm just going to remove this yellowing leaves and not trim this. This is will be the new apex. Final touches will be the watering of the plant. Just light shower, let it soak. Making sure that the water is really soaked in. You know, water drains pretty fast. That's good. This is good draining soil. Good. Here's a quick view from the top. And here we go. The plant always looks so nice right after you water it. Nice and clean and shiny. So ladies and gentlemen, this is my new tied up Euonymus informal upright slanting style bonsai that I had to rework because I didn't take good care of it and needed some emergency repot and restyle. So now this is my second opportunity to work on the tree. Hopefully this will be a good one. And I use this raffia line to tie it instead of wiring. I mean, of course, wiring will do the same kind of job, maybe more effective, maybe better. But I think wiring is better for you know, if you want to create curves on the branches. But in this case, I simply wanted to spread the branch out and give it a new direction to grow. So wiring will be overkill in my belief. So I use this new method. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll post an update of this plant about 6 months from now, showing you how it looks after I remove the cords.